It started with the mailman. He stopped me as I was leaving for work. His tone was hesitant, like someone afraid to step into someone else's nightmare. "Sir, I deliver packages to your house when you're not home. A woman always answers." I stared at him. "I live alone." He frowned, uncertain. "She signs for everything, even knows your name." He scrolled through his phone, showing me photos, proofs of delivery. There, in every image, stood a woman at my front door. Mid-30s, brown hair, wearing my ex-wife's old sweater. Smiling. Something cold coiled in my stomach. I began, but the words died in my throat. He looked genuinely apologetic. "I just thought you should know." I nodded, slowly, mechanically. That night I sat at my kitchen table staring at those same pictures, replaying every second I'd spent alone in that house, every creak, every whisper I'd dismissed as imagination. The woman had been here, living in my silence, pretending to be me. At 2 a.m. I locked every door twice. By 3, I realized I wasn't afraid. I was angry. I moved into this house after the divorce. A clean break, or so I thought. My ex-wife, Claire, had taken everything that mattered. Our home, our friends, my trust. I didn't mind losing the furniture or the car, but she'd taken something quieter, something that never came back. So I built a life around emptiness, order, routine. The quiet became my company, until now. The woman in the photos, her height, her frame, even the way she tilted her head, it was almost Claire. Not quite, but close enough to make my chest tighten. Who was she? A stranger? A stalker? Or something worse? Someone sent? I thought about the packages, the handwriting on the boxes. None of them were mine. Some bore initials. CL. Claire's initials. Coincidence? No, there's no such thing when you've lived with manipulation. I spent the next hour sitting in darkness, trying to piece together a logic that wouldn't exist. But logic doesn't survive betrayal. Only instinct does. Something was happening in that house when I wasn't there, and I was going to see it. The next morning I called in sick, parked my car 2 houses down. The sky was gray, heavy, the kind of day that holds its breath. At exactly 10:04 a.m., my doorbell rang. I watched through the windshield, barely breathing. And there she was, the woman from the photos. She moved like she belonged there, turned the handle, stepped inside. No hesitation, no key. I waited. 20 minutes, 30. Then I saw another car pull up, black sedan. Driver didn't step out, but I saw him through the glass. Jamie, Claire's new husband. He carried a box to the porch and knocked. The woman opened the door, smiling, radiant, and kissed him. My lungs forgot how to work. He handed her the box, leaned in again. She laughed, the same laugh Claire had when she thought I wasn't listening. It wasn't just a woman in my house, it was her, or what was left of her. That night, I went inside. Nothing seemed out of place, except the faint smell of her perfume, something floral and expensive. A glass on the counter, lipstick stained. She'd been living here, using my space, pretending I didn't exist. Upstairs, in the guest room, I found the rest, clothes, makeup, a half-packed suitcase, and letters, all addressed to Jamie. They weren't love letters, they were plans, addresses, financial notes, copies of his credit card statements. Claire wasn't cheating on me anymore, she was cheating on him, using my house as the meeting ground. I laughed, quietly, bitterly. Her kind of love never ended, it just changed its host. I put everything back exactly as I found it. Then, on the counter, I left a note. "See you soon." 2 days later, she came back. I waited this time. When she walked in, she froze. "Hi, Claire," I said softly. Her face drained. What are you doing here?" "Funny," I said, tilting my head. "I was about to ask you the same thing." She started to stammer something, but I raised a hand. calm, detached. "I know about Jamie," I continued, "and your little operation here. Using my address to keep your trail clean while you drain him dry." Her lips trembled. "You don't understand." "I understand perfectly." I reached into my pocket, pulled out a small flash drive, and placed it on the table. "Security cameras," I said. "Every visit, every delivery, every kiss." Her eyes widened in horror. "I sent a copy to him this morning." The silence between us turned heavy, suffocating. Then I smiled, small, cold. "You really should have chosen a house without cameras." I watched her fall apart. No screams, just the slow collapse of someone who's run out of control. I didn't stay. I didn't comfort. I walked past her, out the door, into the rain. It felt clean, final. People like Claire don't love. They occupy, consume, replace. She'd used me to hide, used him for status. Now she'd lose both. As I reached my car, I glanced once more at the house. The lights inside flickered, her silhouette framed in the window. A ghost of something that used to be human. I felt nothing. Just the quiet, steady rhythm of a man who'd finally escaped her gravity. I drove away without looking back. Because some hauntings end, not with a scream, but with the sound of a door closing for the last time.